It gives us immense pleasure to extend to all dignitaries, academicians, experts, resource persons, and all the participants a warm welcome on behalf of Department of Commerce and Business Studies, Jamia Millia Islamia.
We would like to kindly invite Mr. A.P. Siddiqui, IPS, Registrar, Jamia Millia Islamia, Advocate Asghar Khan, Mr. Akram Haq, Founding Editor, The Policy Times, Professor Ravinder Kumar, Head, Department of Commerce and Business Studies, Jamia Millia Islamia, Dr. Naseeb Ahmed, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce and Business Studies, Jamia Millia Islamia, Dr. Muhammad Atif, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Business Studies, Jamia Millia Islamia, to join us on the dais.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, everyone.
We would now like to request Professor Ravinder Kumar to present a sapling to Mr. A.P. Siddiqui, IPS, Registrar, Jamia Millia Islamia.
Thank you, sir. Now we would like to request Ms. Aisha Khan to present a sapling to our Head of Department, Professor Ravinder Kumar.
Thank you, Aisha. We would now like to request Ms. Zeba Naz to present a sapling to Dr. Naseeb Ahmed.
Thank you, Ms. Zeba. We would now like to request Ms. Mehpara Ahmed to present a sapling to Mr. Akram Haq, Founding Editor, The Policy Times.
Thank you, Mehpara. We would now like to request Ms. Shagufta Naz to present a sapling to Dr. Muhammad Atif. Thank you, Shagufta. We request Professor Ravinder Kumar to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. A.P. Siddiqui, a very senior IPS officer and Honorable Registrar of Jamia Millia Islamia, Central University, Mr. Akram Haq, Founding Editor of The Policy Times, a media startup, Dr. Naseeb Ahmed, Student Advisor, dignitaries on the dais, my respected learned colleagues, volunteers, students, esteemed audience and participants. It is my pleasure to announce this workshop on tax planning and wealth management strategies, which is being organized by our department in collaboration with The Policy Times, a Delhi-based media startup. Through this Industry Academy Interface initiative, we wish to share some of the important concerns regarding personal tax planning and wealth management. Our eminent experts and panelists highlighting the relevance importance, significance and the benefits associated with tax planning and wealth management, will address the audience regarding the latest available tax and investment planning devices. With these few words, expressing my sincere thanks for accepting our invitation and joining us, I welcome all of you in the workshop.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request Mr. Akram Haq to present a sapling to Advocate Asghar Khan, practicing lawyer in Delhi High Court and other courts and a member of Supreme Court of India.
Mr. Akram Haq is founding editor of the Policy Times, a digital media on public policy and foreign affairs. At a time when mainstream media is busy with TRP, the Policy Times aims to follow the basics of journalism and not fall prey to the political propaganda while highlighting the core issues of development. Before starting this venture, he was Senior Assistant Director at FTK in the International Policy and Strategy Division. Prior to FTK, he worked with Confederation of Indian Industry. He was also Senior Editor at Planman Media Group. He was also a faculty member of Department of Economics at a prestigious management institute, teaching BBA and MBA students about fundamentals of economics, business economics, macroeconomics, welfare economics, etc. Now we request Mr. Akram Haq to kindly deliver the introductory remarks.
Respected AP Siddiqui sir, IPS Registrar of Jamia Millia Islamia, Professor Ravinder Kumar sir, Head Department of Commerce and Business Studies, Jamia Millia Islamia, Professor Atif and Advocate Asghar Khan sir. Thank you so much for coming out today to discuss on this important topic. Before that, as our anchors introduced me, so I have had the privilege to work with some of the respected and recognized platforms of this country. While working, I realized that young people like us have a responsibility on their shoulder, and somehow this entrepreneurial spirit it is on rise in this country. So we thought, why not to do something of our own? Then when we discussed, we brainstormed, we identified that media is one area where we can contribute perhaps in a much more constructive way. So then we were discussing what kind of media should we come out with. Then I realized that in this country we have a lot of media where 80% of the news that we cover in the mainstream media, they are of politics, Bollywood, cricket and TRP. So we thought that none of these have or has any relevance to the development agenda of the country. So we thought, and on the other hand, policies are the issues. Policy framing or formation and policy implementations are the area that can only take the country forward. Unfortunately, media gives even less than 10% space to policy issues. So we thought, why not to create a dedicated platform which will only discuss policy formation and implementation issues. So that was the background with which we started working. Then while working with FTK and CII, this thing always was there in my mind, that if we see the education sector or education infrastructure of the most of the developed nations, there is a clear industry academia exchange and transparency in the exchange process. In our nation, somewhere we felt that industry should reach out to the academia, because industry academia exchange can benefit each other, because the products of the academia becomes part of the industry in the later stage. Now if industry can reach to the academia or academic platforms, they also become the brand ambassadors of the industry tomorrow. So if we can groom them, and if not only from the financial perspective but also from the experience sharing, technology sharing. So if academia gets the latest technology that industry uses, that can benefit a lot to the nation. So we thought that can be a wonderful idea. So we discussed the first idea. Then we thought that what is the thing that we can do as the first step. So we realized tax planning and wealth management is the very basic need for any salaried or business class or a household or a teacher or anyone we talk about, because there is a transparent tax system in this country and we all need to do tax planning. That's a very basic thing. Unfortunately, most of us do not have much idea about how to do that. Most of us take advantage of help of CAs and CS and all. So we thought, why not to do our first session on tax planning and wealth management strategies. So when we discussed this with Professor Ravinder Kumar, he was very excited and said, do it right away. Let's do it together. And that's why we are here. And thank you so much, sir, for giving us this opportunity. With this, so the basic background of this session that we are going to discuss and talk about is how to do personal tax planning and how to do wealth management or prepare wealth management strategies. So thank you so much, and look forward to a very fruitful discussion and workshop in the end. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. A.P. Siddiqui, a senior IPS officer of Himachal Pradesh cadre, is presently serving as the Registrar of Jamia Millia Islamia, a central university. A 1991 batch IPS officer, Mr. Siddiqui was Additional Director General of Police in Himachal Pradesh before joining Jamia Millia Islamia. Mr. Siddiqui, an LLM from Aligarh Muslim University, he was awarded gold medal for securing first position in LLB in 1983. He has been earlier associated with law faculty at Jodhpur and Jabalpur universities as assistant professor. In 2001, he represented India at the United Nations mission in Kosovo. Mr. A.B. Siddiqui has recently received the President's Medal for his distinguished services on the occasion of India's 68th Republic Day. Now we request our Registrar, Mr. A.P. Siddiqui, to kindly deliver the inaugural address.
A very good morning to everybody, and thanks for a very long introduction. Professor Ravinder Kumar, Head of the Department of the Commerce and Business Studies, Mr. Akram from the Policy Times, dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Asghar from the Supreme Court, and the faculty members, invited guests, and dignitaries and students. Tax planning is something which concerns everybody, whether you have money or you don't have money. I mean, the common man, the salaried class, the business class, industrialist, whatever, it depends in which bracket you are. And the wealth management and tax planning has a very evolutionary pathway, I see, from 60s, 90s, pre-liberalization era, and then the post-liberalization. The middle class used to link with the tax planning with the life insurance corporation only. So for him the tax planning was LIC, and that's all. But the time has changed, and I have seen so many people retiring. Suddenly they have a lot of cash, a lot of funds at the time of retirement. They get GPO, they get all gratuity, pension and everything. So they are flooded with suddenly with 60-70 lakhs rupees on average. And then they are targeted by different people. You invest here and there. So if you are not aware how to deal with your money, either gradually or at the end when you get a lot of money, so you will be in problem. You have a risk of losing your savings, your precious savings and the income. As Mr. Akram has pointed out, that media is playing a very pivotal role in the sense that the industry, the interface of industry and the academic institutions is something which is a characteristic of the modern world, and everywhere the institutions, the universities, they are not aloof from the main line or the mainstay of the any activity, whether it is research, whether it is something which is applied field of the, because whatever is the theory, it has to be applied in the field, and the industry gets advantage of that. And same is the rule with the tax planning and wealth management, commerce and everything. So the media does play a very important role, and of course there are, when you open a daily newspaper, like my son who is pursuing engineering, so his first priority is he goes straight to the sports page, then he switch over to headlines, and then whatever. So there are different sections who, some people they go to as usual the headlines, then to somebody to editorial, somebody to health news if they are in advanced stage of age, and some with the cultural page, some international news. But one thing which attracts everybody is probably the wealth, tax, share market, what is happening in that world. So this is something which glues everybody. So that is the importance of the tax planning and wealth management, and I hope with this seminar and this one day brainstorming session about the students will get a lot of benefit. They will have a hands-on experience how the industry is facing the challenges, how the people are, and it's a dedicated, very specialized field, and it has a lot of scope. So I'm sure that you will be benefited by this seminar, and I congratulate the faculty of the Department of Commerce for organizing this, and the Policy Times also for being a partner, and I'm sure that this will go a long way in focusing the burning topic, and which is the frontier area of the financial management. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sparing your valuable time for this workshop and sharing your thoughts with us.